The giant enemy spider.
Hello, hello. Testing. I got no idea how my new audio sounds, so you guys gotta tell me. Everything is new. So anyway, how's everybody doing? Man. Hey, it's been a couple of weeks. Sorry it's been, so long. I've been on an adventure. Life has been happening. Hello! Yeah, wait, why don't I see that? Oh no, oh no. You know what? You know what? It was because of my, layers. I did hear the hello. I saw the little kitty in my head. That's a good way to find out it's my layers. It's my layers. Let me fix my layers. Hello, Tori May. How have you been doing? Sound alerts. That's the one that was on. Let me put that up top. Okay. So that shouldn't happen anymore. Maybe I can activate it. Ah. I don't know what I did wrong where, sometimes when I just start speaking, it'll, like, peak. Why does it do that? I got a brand new, like, everything. This is a new audio thing. New computer, new PC. I'm running. Oh wait, I didn't even mean for this to be what you guys look at. Oopsies. What is that crackling coming from? Maybe it's just my own audio monitoring. Maybe you guys aren't hearing that at all. Because I was sounded fine to myself earlier. Maybe I should just take off my audio monitoring. Oh, oops. Alright, I don't want to hear me at all. How about that? So let me know if audio levels or like anything needs help. Anything about me sounds like it should or shouldn't. Cause I'm dealing with all new stuff. So I don't know unless you guys tell me. Until it's the stream is done and I can look at my VOD and it'll all be too late by then. No, I'm just kidding. We went on an adventure. So I'm currently on the PC that you guys helped fund with the subathon, so thank you very much. And okay, you slideshow, there we go. Okay, let me take a sip of water. Alright, so we got the PC together. And we tried to get away from the yoke of Microsoft. We tried not to install Microslop 11. I'm quiet? I can make myself louder. I made myself... apparently I peaked just now. I was making myself quieter because, oh, you're right. I am quiet. Wait, that's odd. Ah. I stuff's so weird. Because it looks like you guys can hear me just fine. Oh, wait, that's so odd. Sorry, I'm messing with my own audio stuff. If I'm still quiet, I guess I could add gain to myself. I've got a new audio preamp, but it doesn't seem to be interfacing with OBS at all correctly, so that's something for future me to worry about. If I'm quiet, I can add gain to myself, so... How about that? I'm a bit louder, right? Is that better? Okay, cool. Let me know if I'm too loud, if I start peeking my mic or something. So, Ah! Damn it. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, by the way, given the nature of my plans, this will probably only make 100% sense to viewers who were here for my Umineko streams, / there may be Umineko spoilers in this stream, so if you don't want to get spoiled on Umineko, like, at all, I'm gonna be like, that might be, this might be a warning. Because my big Pokopia project obviously has to do with Umineko. From what I'm trying to get going here. Okay. Oh, that's what was going on. You guys couldn't hear me well because, what I thought was my monitoring. I still sound the same? Okay, that's good. Anyway. There's gotta be a way to turn down my own monitoring. I thought this one was me. Okay. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Just as the same as before. According to OBS, you do. But apparently, when I made this one thing go down, y'all couldn't hear me or something. Can you hear me? OBS says you do, but I don't know until somebody tells me. Okay, that's good. Alright, thank you, Dan. Okay. So, sorry, I am so tired. But I've already been, slow enough on this, so I figure I'd give you guys something. So yeah, last few weeks, a lot of real life's been happening. PC, yeah, we tried to not have microslop, but fate conspired against us. Dan and I got a buddy who's one of those, like, Linux evangelizers. We decided to try Linux. Long story short, Dan's sticking with Linux, but I had to go back to microslop. So, turns out my particular setup with all of my VTubing and streaming stuff is uniquely bad for Linux. Like, everything I do pretty much is like some accessory that just, like, is only for Windows. And so I would need to set up something that would give me a headache every time if it worked at all. There was a lot of stuff we couldn't get working at all. Like my capture was abysmal. So, we made the difficult decision to have me go back to Windows 11, because, I was on Windows 10 before, and they're gonna take out the security, support eventually, and I wanted to just future-proof my new PC, right? So that's where we are now. I don't have everything set up. I'm not logged into Discord, so I had to ask Dan to make sure that you guys had the go live. That you guys had the go live, notification. And everything. But yeah. Yeah. So I guess that kind of catches us up, kinda. I played a lot of Pokopia while I was gone. I did a lot of terraforming, and I'm gonna show you guys. But first, a little preview. What the heck am I doing? I am making Rokenjima in Pokopia. I'm making a cloud island, which is kind of like an online server. So on Pokopia, I am connected to the online. I've had times where it just like randomly disconnected. So I've had it on in the background to, you know, rule that out, because usually it happens once early, if at all. So it hasn't. That's good. So what the heck am I doing? The Pokopia Rokenjima project. My proposal by PodaKatie. So, in the visual novel Umineko no Naku Koro ni, Umineko When They Cry, which I streamed in its entirety, it takes place on an island called Rokenjima. There is also kind of a parallel plane of existence that's kind of like breaking the third wall a little bit. There's like a meta world. They use a lot of chess metaphors. So you could, you know what? The meta worlds, you could think of it like a tabletop game. Like imagine you got the DM and the players, and they're talking about like what everybody's doing. All your characters are doing, all your little like painted pieces on like the battle map in Dungeons and Dragons or something. That's a bit like Umineko. Meta world would be the players and the DM talking, right? Meanwhile, the people on Rokenjima would be like the little pieces. So I wanted to, and there's a lot of special locations that are just like meta locations. So I wanted to incorporate all of them because I'm being insanely, what's the word? My brain no work. Lots been going on. Ambitious. So, few things going on. Pokemon centers. Yeah. So Pokopia, part of how Pokopia works centers around Pokemon centers. Like, I could show you real fast what I mean by hiding this. Look, I can be a Magnemite now. This is, I want to needle felt this so bad. But anyway, this is, no, I'm gonna pretty much spoil what's going on here, but, let me fast travel, actually. So you see we got a Pokemon Center here. So Pokopia kind of centers around these a bit. We already got a dude wanting to talk to me. So I think... So this is a Cloud Island, right? We're eventually gonna set this up is there's an item called the Mysterious Goggles. So if you use that, you can visit other people's Cloud Islands if they set them up that way on like view only mode. So like Cloud Islands can be set up so that you invite your friends and then you can all mess with stuff. But there's another mode you can set it up where you can have visitors come over, but they can't mess with your stuff, right? I want to eventually do that once the project's all done. If some of you people who know Umineko end up getting Pokopia, you can maybe help out with the big project. But, sorry, doing stuff. Distracted as usual. So I'm pretty sure whenever anybody goes into a Cloud Island via Mysterious Goggles, or maybe just everybody, they show up at the Pokemon Center first, so we can't really get rid of the Pokemon Center. However, Pokemon Center does not belong in Umineko, I feel. So, my plan is to move this. You can move Pokemon Centers, I found out. We're eventually gonna get a relocation kit. And then, am I going... I'm going north. We're gonna relocate that back to where I was when I started. So let me go over here. We're gonna relocate it over here. So what this is, I can pretty much just make this come back up. Fake Nijima. So, in Umineko, there's a real-life island called Nijima, where if people want to go to Rokonjima, basically they fly a little tiny jet to Nijima, where there's a little tiny airport, and then they take a boat the rest of the way to Rokonjima. So, I figured, since that's how, like, the cast enters Rokonjima, right? We could have our own kind of thing, because my ocean is obviously not done, but I can show you what I mean. The ocean's probably going to be the most tedious part, if I'm being real. Anyway, as you can see, you can surf. So I figured people could be their own boats and surf over to Rokonjima when this is done. It's not going to look like this at all, but this is a work in progress. So, so they start from here. So on this landmass, eventually, I'm going to move the Pokemon Center here. I'm going to make a whole little port town here. That's just supposed to kind of just look vaguely right, I guess. Because it's a real place. I can go on Google Street View. I'm not going to make it exact, because that would be insane. Especially because Umineko takes place in the 80s. But, I can make it look like vaguely a port town. Maybe make the buildings look vaguely how they do in real life. And then set up a little dock. And then you're encouraged to surf over to the main island. However, there is the possibility that, oh wait, I'm getting carried away. Let me go back to the... Here. Okay. So, like I said, you could also take an like it says here, you can also take an elevator to the meta world. So that's how you enter the meta world. Because since it's a parallel plane of existence, normally there's like no non-magical means to transcend from one to the other. But you have to have a physical means to do so if I want it to be in Pokopia. So I'm putting it all underground. So yeah, we're gonna have fake Nijima. We're gonna have Rokenjima, which is where all the Pokemon were. But I have a lot of work to do on that. It's not gonna end up looking like that at all. I'm gonna have to move like every Pokemon's house eventually. And then the meta world. So yeah, Rokenjima. I don't know if like anybody's who's played Umineko's here yet, but yeah, it's gonna have the underground base, all the underground passages, Kuadorion, it's all gonna be here. The cove from the very end of the game, the little boat exit. Oh, sorry, I froze for a second. Another thing going on is that suddenly the USBs have started randomly unloading and loading, like disconnecting and connecting, and I don't know why. That's new. I don't know why I just started doing that. Why can't moving to a new PC be normal? Anyway, so the meta world is going to be completely underground. I'm going to try to have the underground of the meta world be completely different from, like, the underground elements of Rokenjima, so there's, like, a lot going on. I'm thinking to have the meta world be a little theme park-esque. There's just, like, going to be a hall... I could show you. So there's going to be, a hallway where you can see various things. I've got the elevators done already. So here's an elevator. Let's go down. And I've got this hallway that I've dug out. And this hallway goes all the way across the map. So I haven't done anything with this yet, but I, you know, confirmed that it's possible to dig quite deep and go all the way across the map. So sometimes in these hallways I would have, like, something open up. I might put a minecart down here, because that's another feature you can do. Yep, this goes all the way across the map. So as you can tell, the map's quite large. We're actually going quite fast at the moment on Graveler. And then all the way at the other end. Hi, Chef. I've got another elevator. Wooloo roll perfect. That would be great. Ditto's got to turn into Wooloo and roll. So we're at the beach at the north end of the map. I can move. Oop. I can move this. So you see that kind of banana shape at the bottom? That is the quote-unquote new Nijima. This is my cloud island! Yes, I'm making an Umineko themed cloud island. It's a way too ambitious of a project. I'm gonna terraform the entire cloud island. Yes, yes. This is my cloud island. This is what I've been working on. So that banana at the bottom is where we started, and now we're over here. So we did just do an underground passage through the entire map. Alright, so I hope you've been having a good time, Chef. I was lurking earlier. Thank you! It's gonna be a lot of work. So in that underground passage we just went through, I was thinking putting in the Witch Tea Lounge, the theater, Lambda Delta's room. These at the bottom of the list are ones I can be more easily talked out of. But maybe the Court of Illusions, the Golden Land Rose Garden. Something that's great is that the Golden Land Rose Garden has all golden roses. There are yellow roses in this game. Have I been to? A lot going on, but it's been good things mostly, so I've been well, thank you. And I'm glad you've been well. City of Books, if I'm feeling insane. City of Books is like an endless library in all directions, so I should probably not do that one, but we'll see. So next page. Right. I want there to be a Pokemon cast. So I want to cast Pokemon as like characters in Umineko. And I've already got roles in mind for lots of people. However, I've got more Pokemon on the island already than I'm gonna need. Or Pokemon that I don't think are gonna go to any role, right? As it turns, so when you have a cloud island, in a lot of ways you start from 0. Your environmental level is 1, which means basically everything in the PC shop is locked until you, go up levels. You need Pokemon to process your materials. Because you're starting from nothing, your materials start from nothing, your objects. The only thing you get to bring with you are the recipes that you know, which is very useful. And you can bring your photos with you. So you can get photos from elsewhere and use the 3D printer in the Pokemon Center once you have rebuilt the Pokemon Center on your Cloud Island to get new stuff. You can visit Dream Islands in your online instance in your Cloud Island. So that is your other big way of like getting stuff. There are an insane amount of resources on the Cloud Island because the map is huge and has like all the biomes of blocks in it. And I think just kind of counts as every biome at once. So, so basically, I'm getting a little carried away. The point is, to process your materials, you need Pokemon with certain abilities. To raise the environment level in order to have access to everything in the Pokemon Center PC. You need lots of Pokemon to live on your island. And they need to be happy. So, and if you're hunting for a certain kind of Pokemon, it's very possible that you'll get a Pokemon you didn't intend, right? Like, let's say you have a normal patch of tall grass. There's like 6 different Pokemon that can come out of a patch of tall grass, at least. So, let's say you're after one, but then you spawn another. That's okay. But those Pokemon are your home, are with you now. It's not like Animal Crossing where you can just kick somebody off the island. These are your beloved, precious Pokemon friends. You can't kick them off the island. So what you do instead, or what I'm going to do instead, is I'm going to strategically place their new homes. So, I'm not going to put them in like the freaking little shacks like are going viral online. I've got plans. So, all the Pokemon need homes. The plan is, so on Umineko, famously, there were 18 people on Rokenjima. And that's part of the murder mystery, right? There's only 18 people on this island, and then there's, like, plot twists about that later and so on. But, those are the only Pokemon I'm gonna have live in the buildings on Rokenjima. I thought it might be fun to have a few bugs and, like, grass types live out in the wild woods. Because, I mean, there would be bugs out there, right? And also, Umineko refers to the seagulls that, like to roost in the cliffs on the island. So I do have a Wingull. Wingull is in the game. So Wingull's gonna live in the cliffs on the island as the honorary Umineko. I'm gonna have some Pokemon kind of populate the little fake port town I have around the Pokemon Center on fake Nijima. I'm gonna have the Tinkmaster live there. And so on. I'm gonna have certain people casted for the meta world, and I'm gonna have those Pokemon live down there in their own homes. And then for everybody else who, like, all the other excess Pokemon that I don't really, like, have a place for, I think I'm probably gonna make, like, a semi-optimized district where, like, I'll set up certain environments so that the Pokemon are happy there, because I want to keep the environmental level up, right? And I'll probably have a secret entrance for that. That's not really, like, quote-unquote, intended for visitors to find. But some Pokemon could crawl out of there and walk around. People could find it if they try really hard. I haven't made it yet, but this is just my plans. But yeah, I'll probably have, like, a secret staircase somewhere that goes to yet another underground district where all the other Pokemon live. So, I think that about covers that. Oh, these are some of my, people I have plans for. Like, Goda is gonna be Chef Dente, the Chef Greedent. Because it turns out these, like, NPC Pokemon, like the story Pokemon from Pokopia, you can have them come to your Cloud Island, too. For the most part. Professor Tangrowth seems like it might be a little complicated. I was thinking about Professor Tangrowth being Dr. Nanjo, but I'm a little scared that if I bring him over here, like, if I can bring him over here, then if I do, he's just going to be stuck to the Pokemon Center like glue, like he is in the regular Pokopia game, which wouldn't be great because I'd want him to be on Rokenjima, right? So I'm just going to have to hope that that we get Drampa in Pokopia eventually, and that can be Nanjo. Anyway, I got Beatrice up here. Got our Beatrice, you like my pun? A Kinzo's a Goldango made out of gold coins. And we got Pikachu is Claire. And then I was gonna have Leon be Pikachu. So there's a kind of a contrast there, right? Battler over here is Armarouge. I didn't put it here, but Will is the cooler Battler, right? And he's blue and has a sword. So Will is gonna be Ceruledge. That's my plan. Potential issues about my grand vision. Pokemon tend to despawn when there's, like, too many of them around, I guess to save memory. Like, their homes are there, right? But you might look around for something like, where are they? And they've just straight up despawned. You can make Pokemon appear again by using honey at their homes. And then they'll be like, ooh, that smells good. And they'll run right up. And I assume that despawns somebody else, but I haven't been able to prove it. That's just my assumption. But, have no... So I could go around with a bunch of honey and go to the ones that I want the tourists to see, right? And, like, make sure everybody in the mansion and the guest house and in the meta world, that all the honey's been used on them, and hopefully they'll just stay there. But the Pokemon that spawn and despawn seem to change every day. And then I have no idea if what I spawn is, like, what other people would see with the mysterious goggles. I think we just don't have that information yet, I think just because the game's so new, right? So it might be a little bit of a drag to, like, set all this Pokemon cast up, and then somebody might go see the island, and then they might not even be able to appreciate that part, because, like, everybody's gone, right? But, we'll see. We'll see. The next issue. No one can agree on an exact map of Rokonjima or the mansion. So I got some stuff to show for that. Let me skip out of here. So, here's a Tumblr page somebody made. Let me zoom this up. Rokonjima. So this is in the anime. And I think, surprisingly, for the most part, I think this is what we're going to follow for what the island looks like. Oh yeah, you can see my mouse. So, we've got the beach where people come up. There is a pier right here. It turns out the pier in the anime is very different than how it's depicted in the visual novel. I think I might actually go with how the visual novel depicts the pier, which I can just show you guys here. I'm assuming this is kind of east of the beach, and then you kind of like follow this and go up. This is how it's depicted in the visual novel, so I might have to make this concrete thingy. This might be one of the next things I do. Maybe we'll do that today. We'll see. Anyway. So, a lot of depictions have this crescent-shaped beach. For, like, where you show up in Rokonjima. And there's lots of scenes with the, cousins on the beach. And this seems to be a consensus, so that's pretty much the first Rokonjima feature I've made. I've been doing a lot of terraforming with just getting rid of excess land, which I'll show you guys in a bit. It's hard to see, but right here we've got, I think this is the, we've got the mansion. And I think, oh, we got the buildings here, right? We've got the, in this general area, we've got the mansion and the guest house and the chapel. The chapel's back here. Way over here somewhere is Kuadorion's gonna be hidden. And then, here, this person has predicted this is where the cove is, where there's like the secret boat exit from the very ending of Umineko. So this map works, and it gives me a sense of where things are, which helps a lot, especially given we're making a Rokonjima and Pokopia that people can just go up to. They're not going to start there. They have to like travel there, right? The VN opening movies have this Rokenjima that's shaped like this. So the interesting thing about this is this is based on a real island. On the right is Shiki Nejima, which I believe, I could double check, but I'm pretty sure it's a real island in the Izu Peninsula, which is where Rokenjima is supposed to be able to be found. So, so they kind of made this shape of Rokenjima kind of somewhat based off a real island. But it's quite a bit different from this shape we've been dealing with, isn't it? Like, this one's kind of skinny in the middle, but this one's kind of shield-shaped. The plus about this is that, it wouldn't need as much terraforming, because the cloud island you get is like a circle. I'll show you in a bit. If you... Basically, I need to, like, tear chunks off of this thing. I would need to do a lot of terraforming to make this kind of skinny middle bit, like in this Rokenjima. However, it's kind of hard to justify this because there's not a really good... It's hard to tell where anything is supposed to be because they just show an island. They don't show any of the buildings or the beach. There is this crescent on the right that I could think is maybe the beach. But that's a bit... That kind of puts me in a bind because I've already carved a lot of land off the east side, because I was like kind of going with this. So I was like, okay, I've got this circle, I've got fake Nijima to the south, and so obviously if it's this skinny, I need to start carving off a lot on the west side and east side. I got a bit carried away one day on shaving a lot off the east side, so like I'd have to be putting a lot of stuff back if I was building up the east side again, right? That puts me in a bind, because if you look at this, if I were to... I want the beach to be visible from the shore of, like, the fake Nijima, so visitors know where to go, right? They just go straight north to the beach. If I, like, turn this sideways and had the crescent face south, a whole bunch of land would be to the east. And I need to build up a bunch of land again. So when I said this would need less terraforming, it might actually need more, considering the bind I put myself in. So, we're probably kind of going to go with the anime adaptation. But as it turns out, it's not only the anime adaptation. If we go down here, anime depiction. If we go down here, the manga depiction looks a lot like the anime depiction. It's possible they were coming out around the same time and used a lot of the same information, but pretty consistently the manga depicts Rokenjima like that. And we've got this beautiful picture of, like, approximately where Kuwadorion is on the other side of the island, as opposed to Rokenjima, which is right next to the crescent-shaped beach, right? So, this is... And then this kind of just looks like nothing. This monkey one right here, but, yeah, so... Nobody can agree what Rokenjima looks like, but for our purposes, probably the anime/manga version would make the most sense for our purposes, even though it will mean a lot of terraforming. But I've been in terraforming mode the last week or two, so yeah. So next, The floor plan of Rokenjima. Wait, why am I not moving? Come on. Hello, hello. Why have I lost? Why have I lost my soul? Come on, please. Waiting for PC app to connect. PC, hello. Why are you not connecting? Hello, where? Oh, no, no. Where is my soul? Why did the USB disconnect? Is it the shit happening again? All right, let me try to replug it in my phone. Maybe that'll do it. There we go. I just had to replug in my phone. I don't know why this is happening to me. All right, anyway, okay. The mansion. Nobody can agree on the layout. There are many descriptions, right? Because of all the murder mysteries and stuff, but there's some mysterious things going on. Additionally, I found one more depiction of Rokenjima from the VN. Like, obviously, this is like the updated PS3 graphics in the VN, but the VN does have this depiction of Rokenjima that we don't find anywhere else. It's kinda in between both versions. It's still got that skinny bit in the middle. At this rate, I'm just gonna kind of go with that version, right? We do get this, which, I'm thinking of this as approaching the beach. So it might not look exactly like this, but it might look like this if you're approaching my island from the southwest, maybe. And that, like, where this landmass on the left and is divided from this landmass on the right, that's kind of where the crescent beach is. That's what I'm imagining. Let's start here. People got all sorts of theories on the layout of the house. I will say that the Rokenjima family mansion is based off of a real place in Japan. However, I looked at the Japanese floor plans. It's not really compatible at all with how Rokenjima is depicted on the inside, really. So it's mostly the outside that's the same. So I'm not gonna go off of the IRL floor plans. I'm gonna go off of what's been described in the VN. And there's some different interpretations online of, like, how things have been described. Like, this is one. I might not go with this one. Something that's a little funny is that, I don't know if I have a good picture of the mansion in here, actually. I'll just Google. Oh, this is the place IRL, but, not really a good shot of the mansion, just like close-ups of the mansion. But anyway, I lost my point. My brain no work. I'm tired. point with the mansion. Something about its layout. Right. Right. No, actually, I can just show you this with this. So, I guess there is this tower to the right, but otherwise, this is a 2-story house, right? Aside from this, like, tower on the right. However, the mansion has 3 levels. The 3rd level is basically where Kinzo's study is. A very little else is described on the 3rd floor. There's like a waiting room. There's a hallway. That's about it. The facade of the mansion is like a 2-story house, right? So, I think the 3rd story is gonna have to be... Oh god, we got Lugia? Oh, I'm just gonna ignore Lugia for now. Okay. We got... So it's not gonna be 3 equal stories on top of each other. I think towards... Maybe I'll make the tower here like this. Maybe I'll push it into the back. But, I'm gonna have to figure out where the 3rd floor is gonna go and how big it's gonna be. So, this is an interesting depiction. This is a Japanese fan's interpretation of like the layout of the house. I'm gonna have to translate all this. But and then there's this fan's... There is some issues with this fan's interpretation of things, especially with the courtyard. But I mean, yeah, there's lots of different fans have had turns taking a crack out of the layout of the house, right? One of the most fun ones is this one from The Sims 4. Really easy to visualize. Really easy to visualize. And seems fairly accurate. So I think I might follow this one quite a bit. And it even has the 3rd floor be smaller. Like, this seems pretty right on. I think I might follow this one a lot. But ultimately, I'm gonna have to make my own decisions, right? So I think that's gonna include going through the game again. Looking at the text descriptions. Fortunately, because of episode 5 and like Erica getting so granular on everything, the guest house has been described pretty thoroughly. So I think we might be able to make a pretty good one. However, there's also this really interesting Reddit post. They couldn't source this properly, but I'm pretty sure this has gotta be like references and like concept design, like designs from the anime, the Umineko anime. I feel like this has got to be from that. It's even dated in 2009. Which, I know lots of people didn't like the Umineko anime. But since they had to design a whole bunch of stuff, kind of makes this easier for us. This is the guest house over here. This is the rose garden. So look at this. I've got a nice aerial view of the rose garden that I can start working on. The mansion, feel like that's got to be over here. Oh no, why can't you guys see my mouse all of a sudden? Oh, there it is. I feel like it's got to be over here. That's very helpful. This is the guest house again. And, guest house. Well, I had a bit of a hard time reconciling these two designs. I'll have to look at the VN, I'll have to look at the visual novel depiction of the guest house too, because I feel like it also depicts these very similarly. But there's also very cool plans for the guest house from the anime. A floor plan. So we can, if I gotta translate these, but this will make things very easy for us for the guest house. I wish somebody could... I don't know where these documents are from with, like, the Mineko anime. I don't know if they're in an art book somewhere. But if we could acquire the ones for the mansion, that would be awesome. I don't know if anything like that exists. So for the mansion, we might have to kind of rely on text descriptions from the actual game, which is going to take a long time and a lot of effort. Anyway, so let's go back to issues. Some Pokemon I'd like to cast as Umineko characters are simply not in the game yet. One thing I want to do so bad is have Kirie and Rudolph be Tatsugiri and Dondozo, because Tatsugiri is like secretly the really smart one driving everything, and Dondozo is like the same color as Rudolph's outfit. And one of the forms can look kind of like Kirie of Tatsugiri. I think the droopy form. There's one that has a white shiny that would be great, but we don't have shinies in this game. So I think you can get droopy Tatsugiri, and it has kind of a white dorsal fin that could look like Kirie's hair. So I kind of want to get that one. But there's no Dondozo in the game that I can use for Rudolph, which would be so cool. But Dondozo's huge, which is the issue. Feels like there's kind of a size limit on Pokemon in this game. But maybe they'll get adventurous and get some bigger guys. We'll see. The game just came out after all. I really, 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 really want to have Indeedee male and Indeedee female, because they just be so perfect for Kanon and Shannon. And I can't really replace them yet, I feel like. So I hope we get some kind of event in Pokopia where we can have both Indeedee male and Indeedee female. Would be so good. I would use those guys as Shannon and Kanon in a heartbeat. And it is possible to get event Pokemon onto Cloud Islands, I found out, just through the habitat that the event will provide you. Like, with the Hoppip event we just had, for instance, you could get these dandelion seeds, and you could you could make the Hoppip line appear with the dandelion seed, like dandelion habitat, right? So you could put those on a cloud island, the habitats, and like make the Pokemon spawn. So I would do something like that. We need a better cat for Burn Castle. Like, obviously Burn Castle's a cat. Is one of the few characters in Umineko with like very definite animal theming. But there's no way Burn Castle's a Sprigatito or a Meowth. Maybe a Meowscarada? But also, Burn Castle and Lambda Delta are so small. And Meowscarada's a fully evolved Pokemon and it's kind of big. It just doesn't feel quite right, you know? And then I need to make, Oh! Rowan! Thank you! Yay! Hello! I was, talking about my huge Pokopia, way too ambitious project. So, like, I guess I could have Burn Castle and Lambda Delta be... Oh, my soul got stolen for a moment by my USB drivers not working properly for some reason. Feeling icky, I totally understand. I'm very tired. But I hope your nap was good and you're feeling better. Meowscarada and Clefable or Wigglytuff, I guess could work. But I kind of want him to be itty bitty. And Igglybuff has red eyes like Lambda Delta. So I would love, my ideal world would be Purloin. If they could put Purloin in the game, but Purloin's not very popular, so I don't know if they're gonna do it. But Purloin for Burn and Igglybuff for Lambda Delta would be my ideal casting. The best Featherine I got right now is Gastrodon, like the pink one, which is kind of weird. But she's got horns, so I don't know. I could make Dubwool work or something. But anyway, so what are these Pokemon I got? I have something I want to pull off with people and their meta world equivalents, right? Darcio, hello! I'm back! Thank you! Thank you for the big welcome back! So I want, so for example, we got Noctowl and Dartrix in this top row, right? Noctowl is, I'm casting as Genji. Like, come on, this is the most Genji-ass Pokemon I could possibly imagine. And so Genji's got a meta world equivalent in Ronove of Dan being IRL Ronove fame. And so Dartrix feels very Ronove, and they're around the same size. So, and they're both owls, most importantly. So it seems fitting to have just a little Bizarro World version where like Genji's an owl and Ronove's an owl, right? But when it comes to Kumasawa also has a meta world equivalent in Virgilia. And Kumasawa is one of the few characters in the game with animal theming. She has all these running jokes about mackerels, right? Even when there's a scene with her grandson, and he's got a Saba t-shirt, so he's got like a mackerel t-shirt. So I thought it would be very funny if Kumasawa was Magikarp. However, it doesn't feel right to have Virgilia be Gyarados. Just because Gyarados is too scary, right? Virgilia's a very elegant lady. So I thought it would be great if we had Milotic in the game. We don't have Milotic in the game currently, but if we did, then it's at least elegant enough that you could... Sorry, my soul left my body for a second because of this dang USB problem. Excuse technical difficulties. If Milotic was in the game, that could be Kumasawa. I mean Virgilia. And just like an elegant thing, but it evolves from a Feebas, which is kind of like a different Magikarp, you could think. But it's also a Bizarro World different evolution line, kind of like Noctowl and Dartrix with Genji and Runaway, and that's just the kind of the... I want the theming to be consistent, so I would love Milotic in the game. I would love Indeedee, M, and F in the game. Those are my top requests, or Pokemon that I want in Pokopia for my Rokenjima purposes. So, that covers that, so we can finally get back to the game itself. So, let me fast travel back to the middle. Oh, Drifloon was waiting for me. Aww. Thank you, Drifloon. Oh, wait. I can, wait, one more thing. Hold on a second. It's gonna be a little funky for a second. Wah! Oh, no. Hold on a second. We got issues. There we go. Okay. Oh, did I mess you up, Drifloon? I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. Okay. So this is all gonna look different. This is just, my command center with all of my necessities until I move everybody where they're supposed to go. This is where the Pokemon Center shows up by default at the Cloud Island. I rebuilt it, and I kind of had everybody's habitats branch out from here. So, since nobody's permanent homes are going to be here, I haven't built any houses or buildings. But I think I'm doing pretty good because my environmental level... Is it 9? Oh my god, I didn't know it was at 9. I guess I did because I got all of the thingies. Oh. I guess I was a level 9. Damn. Okay. Anyway. Let's see what somebody's got for sale. Chansey! Oh yeah, I saw this shop before. So... let me get these. I have a bunch of farming going on because the most important thing for terraforming is food. Specifically, For terraforming, I need beans and potatoes. And so I just harvest as many... I mean, I've got all the vegetables going, but specifically I harvest as many beans and potatoes as I possibly can per day. I don't even have enough seeds of beans and potatoes to even fill up this before. I mean, fill this up right now, but... I make them into food, so I did my daily... So I actually have 96 potato hamburger steaks, which is the most I've ever had. I did my dailies earlier, so I've got all of this. Potatoes, boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. Exactly. Except, you can stick them in the stew if you want, but the optimal thing to do is to stick them in your soy hamburger steaks. Because the potato hamburger steak makes Graveler go brr. Graveler is my terraforming boy. It was like... I'll show you later. Oh, I should show you guys some of the cast around here. So I've decided I want this guy to be Kraus. So this guy... Does this guy look like he would invest in Bitcoin? Does this guy look like he would go, my apes, when the NFTs fell through? I think so. I think Tyrantrum works for Kraus. You want a sour food? I got that, buddy. Wait, no, I don't want paint. I mean, I do eventually, but... There you go, bud. Let's get that environmental level to 10. I don't even have the environmental level to 10 on any of my, in-game islands. My story areas. My single player areas. Oh, and I've got Pikachu. She's so polite. She's gonna be Claire. She's so cute. Girl? Did your spotlight go out? That's because Pomo despawned. Alright, I'll show you guys what I meant by despawning. So let me get honey. Hello? Start turning things on. I was gonna have Pomo be Jessica for a bit, but now I've decided I want Pommet to be Jessica. And I don't have the specific counters you need for the cafe habitat for Pommet. It's very frustrating. It's like my biggest bottleneck is just finding the regular counters somewhere to get Pommet. That's like harder than anything else, weirdly. I don't want to set up electrical infrastructure here yet, because this is all temporary. I've got the evolutions, because those are going to be the Seven Sisters of Purgatory, minus Vaporeon. I need to put Vaporeon somewhere else. Probably in the excess Pokemon district. Because there are 8 evolutions and 7 sisters, right? Reb, I hope you're gonna feel better soon. You are here. You have not missed the stream. You missed my PowerPoint about Umineko, all the Umineko stuff, but you can catch the VOD and look over the PowerPoint if you like. But I'm glad you're here. I miss you too, thank you. Oh, sorry I was gone so long. the lava here is purely just to get Charcadet. Because Ange is just like, looks exactly like Battler, right? So, I thought it would be funny if, Battler was Armor Rouge. That Ange could be Charcadet, so she's like a little Battler. So, I don't know where Charcadet is right now, maybe despawned, but I figured it'd be funny if Charcadet was Ange. So, here's Beatrice. There you go, sleepy stream. This is gonna be pretty sleepy. I'm just gonna be yapping about semi-obscure VN and terraforming, so it should be pretty chill. We can go to a dream island. I've been after some stained glass for the chapel, so sometimes a place with stained glass spawns at this island I can access via the Arcanine doll, so you know what, I'm gonna go there. Thank you, you guys are so sweet. Thank you. I'm glad to be back, even if I am like a little tired and don't have all of the scuff ironed out yet, but I'm doing my best. So, I believe we have inventory space. We have plenty of, whatchamacallit. Okay. Hold on a second. Hello? Why is my mouse not working? Mouse? Hello? It says it's these USBs again. My mouse isn't working. Alright, whatever. You guys can hear me okay, right? Oh, I think it spawned. Yeah, it spawned this time. Let's go. I was having like 2 days in a row where this building wasn't spawning. Time to steal everything. All right. Ah. Time to steal everything. Look at all this Umineko-ass decor. Perfect for stealing. I need the extravagant carpeting too. Steal everything. Exactly. If it ain't nailed down, I am taking it. Yay! What are you gonna do? Who are you gonna make on the Tomodachi Life demo? That has been so funny to see on social media, is like all the insanity going on with just the demo and the whole game's not even out yet. Yamato, good. You can give CC ideas. Daedalus, hello! I did a whole PowerPoint about what I'm doing in terms of like Pokopia and Umineko. Feel free to watch the VOD later to see the PowerPoint. But if you got questions about what the heck is going on, of course I can answer. Boomst is here. The PowerPoint presentation enters the exam next week. You will, nice. Ho-Oh is here. Hello, Ho-Oh. I don't have that much use for rainbow feathers, but I did get Gimme Ghoul, so I can exchange feathers with Gimme Ghoul for random stuff that I might need, so it's kind of worth it to get feathers. Or are you dropping it, King? Some dude coming back like, time to repair my old chapel. Wait, where the fuck did it go? Humans haven't been here for years. Finders keepers. This guy coming back finally after years. Checking his old place out and it's been completely ransacked and torn from the foundations. It's like, what the fuck? Actually, this roof ain't bad. If we dye this thing orange, or actually this exact color would make a good Kuadorion roof. So you know what? I'm even taking the roof. Nice roof, mine now, exactly. Me right now. I've got the squatter's rights, exactly. I gotta get the foundations of the chapel, exactly, exactly. Oh my god. I'm wondering... I gotta get rid of stuff. Uh-oh. Rid of stuff. What blasphemy is this exactly? So I keep trying to tell the game. What do you mean you want me to get rid of stuff? But yeah, I don't know how elaborate I'm gonna be able to make, like, solving the epitaph. There might be something possible, but I don't know. That'd be pretty funny if I could make it possible to solve the epitaph. You can see I'm punching slower since my food effects have worn off, but nothing is too hard to not be able to break, so that's good at least. Okay, now my PP is completely out, so let's eat... Yeah, screw it. We have 96 potato hamburger steaks. Let me show you how much more powerful this is. Bam! Like nothing. Like nothing. That's why we make as many hamburger potato steaks as possible. And that's pretty much how much I'm capable of terraforming in a day, is how many potato hamburger steaks I have. Wait, you know what? Graveler. My terraformy boy. What, you're not gonna get roof? You're just for blocks? Okay, fine. I think I want the rough wall. What's that? Pushing rock. Okay. Rock and roll. Look at that marble right below me. So if I punch out a couple of these blocks, I can get Graveler again. Ah! Fell too far. Okay. Quit your belly aching game. Actually, these plants I could make work. Let me take out even more space. Let me do an experiment. These plants, so Magnemite, another reason why Magnemite, you know what, Blitzing Blade? This was made by the same people, that's why. A lot of the devs who worked on Dragon Quest Builders, they got recruited for Pokopia. I haven't played Dragon Quest Builders, but I did watch a trailer. Makes so much sense. Yep. The more you know. People have been like, no, this isn't Animal Crossing or Minecraft. This is Dragon Quest Builders, and that's technically the most correct. This is real cute. Oh. Yeah, I want ferns for my forest. So stuff like this you normally wouldn't be able to pick up, but Magnemite can basically pick up anything. It's really good. Let me get rid of... Marble! Yes! Marble! pink stone flooring. I don't know what I'll use it for, but I want it. Oh, what the heck is this then? That's something completely new? Probably shouldn't drop lumber. I could do without some rocks. All right. What is that? Does this have a blueprint system also? Copying a section into a blueprint to copy? I don't think so. You can take photos of things and 3D print them. That might be the closest that we've gotten, but I don't think there's any system for copying like a layout somebody else has built. That might be a fun feature to put in the future. I bet people would really like that. What is that? Surface light. Oh, those lights up there. Very nice. I need those. Get some pillars. I'll need to clear out more stuff. So this is a little slow, but Magnemite is so OP that it would be maybe a little too busted if it could just pick up a bunch of things at once. This brick I could maybe get rid of, because I can make bricks. Sounds similar. It wasn't too good with details, so you'd visit random world and steal the blueprints for pretty bits you liked, like a lighthouse. Ooh. Yeah, those individual builds, I don't think there's a way to really steal it like that yet, but, but you can, like, steal object, or at least the image of an object, and then 3D print it, so that is nice. Yeah, there's no official floor plan. There is, I can show you that real fast. There is a layout that somebody made in The Sims. Oh wait, no, my mouse doesn't work right now for some mysterious reason. I need to plug it and unplug it, and I'll do that when next time I go on break. I can't show you. Basically, you'll see it in the VOD. There's, a layout somebody made in The Sims 4 that is pretty good. And I think I might steal it from it a lot. So I'm gonna go a lot from that and just going through text descriptions, like going back through the VN and making my best judgments. Oh, you know that one? Okay. That one's pretty good. I was comparing a lot and like reading and stuff. Oh yeah, I'm sure you've had to compare them a lot too, because you were making forgeries, right? So yeah, that I would figure that you'd know all about that. It seems pretty decent. But there's also a Japanese floor plan that I need to translate, and maybe I can get some ideas from that too. Okay, that's good enough. These other components I can get pretty easily, so I'm gonna leave it at that. But there is a lot of mining I can do around here. Okay. That's good enough. I don't need the glowing stones really too much right now. But this is Umineko, we will need gold. R&D deep dive. Today we'll be showing you an office where we're smack in the middle of developing new products. Here we're in the thick of designing new plush toys. There are plenty of Pokemon in this room. We want to truly recreate the charm and cuteness of Pokemon, so we spend every day in here observing the real deal. We definitely don't come here just to admire and adore the Pokemon. This is research. Okay. Good. I don't need to go too crazy. I've got plenty of ingots and stuff already. Ah! How's my new audio, by the way? I've got a completely new audio interface. The microphone's the same, but I tried to do new filters and stuff. I don't need mushrooms. Sounds clear and good? Yay! Yay! Glad to hear it. I could steal some more ferns, I guess. Ah! The single copper ingot. Yeah, it's kind of worth it. There we go. I bet these will look good in the forest and stuff. This is like the only place I'll be able to get them. But I could always go back for more on other days. You can go to one of these islands per day. But, fun fact, if you do get this game, you can go to the... If I went back and was like, oh, there was one thing I wanted more of on that island, you can go back to the same island in a day. You can just pick one island per day and then go there multiple times. Oh, lots of stuff up here. Let's throw out, more gravel. Wires? Ooh. That seems versatile. I haven't really seen those before. Alright, making sure there's not any other, like... Oh! Farmland! Can I get some beans, please? Or are these just tomatoes? Oh, there's gotta be beans here. I need beans. Beans! Oh, god damn it. Do I need... yeah, screw it. That's a bean plant. Some of these, it's a little hard to tell what kind of plant they are. I could pick them up with Magnemite and tell, but some of these will grow when you water them. Not in this case, it seems. That's a tomato plant, I think. This is beans for sure. So, but it's a different kind of bean plant, so it'll take up an extra slot. So I can get rid of this. Oh, it springs out. Okay. Is this bean? Let's find out. What else can I get rid of? I don't think I need the iron stand, probably. As nice as it is. Wheat sprout. Okay. That can go back. What's this? Tomato sprout. That's fine. Okay. Alright, I think we're good. Cool beans, thanks. Beans helps us terraform. Since I got some beans, I can show you guys my recipe. Oh yeah, fun fact. If you ever need more cast form dolls, they always seem to be one, and in addition to a extra craft table on the second floor of like where Drifloon drops you off. So that's a good thing to know. Aren't they cute? They're so cute. Beans are... yeah, we got some magic beans. Yeah, here we got Beatrice. Hey, look, it's Beatrice. I've come up with a new recipe, just like my beloved Ignis. Yes, so we go to this. We put in bean. We put in. Oh wait, no, not two bean. We put in potato. We put in 2 of something else. I usually do leaves. We make as many as possible. And we have our precious potato hamburger steaks. 2 bean or not 2 bean? You guys are too quick on the draw. Or same brain, same wavelength. My inventory is not organized. Uh-oh. 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 I might have to make more storage. None of this can go in here. Lamau. Oh. Hello, Beatrice. I'm good. So yeah, I have a lot of stuff. Nothing's gonna fit in here either. Oh boy. This is full too. Oh boy, I need another storage box. I'll reorganize sometime. That's not today. I can stick one right there. That should do it. The ferns too. Okay. Ooh. Okay. I guess I could get some tomatoes. The other, oh, so even though I don't need them for terraforming, like tomatoes and wheat, it's still worth it to grow them for a few reasons. One, a big one being, when you've got Pokemon who are trading, like, if I go in here, Chansey will have a bunch of stuff for sale. Actually, no, it's Glaceon in right now. Oh, we got, actually, I will buy some stuff from you, Glaceon. She's gonna be, so Glaceon here is gonna be Lucifer. I'm gonna have the Seven Sisters of Purgatory be evolutions. So, you know what? I'll show you right now why vegetables of all kinds are good. Because I'm going to use every single one of my beans and potatoes that I can. But see, this is worth 1,000, right? So I need to trade for equivalent value because we're in the early workings of a society, right? There's no money. We're trading. So, if we have vegetables are worth 50 each, which is really good. So I could just... Oh, I overshot it. Ah! Put away. So it takes just 20 tomatoes to get 1,000 for this Poke Metal, which you can't really see. That and spare fossils. You're so smart, Chef! That's so smart. I'm gonna keep that in mind, thank you. I kept seeing videos that were like, use your spare fossils to just put them in your Pokemon's homes and make them happy because they all like fossils for some reason. But that doesn't look great, so just trading them is a great idea. Thank you. Chic chair I'm gonna use a lot, I'm sure. $1,500? That's incredible! Sink. Oh, this is that good bathroom sink. Yeah, I'm gonna need those. Thank you for the wonderful stuff you got here, Glaceon. I think I'm gonna get those flowers too. Oh, oops. There we go. I made Lucine happy. Yes, exactly. See, she's got Lucine's bangs and hair. I've got it all worked out. Like, Leafeon is gonna be Leviathan, obviously. Belphegor is Umbreon. Who else did I got? The evolutions live around here. Oh my god, we got another feather. Hold on. I don't know why, but I just keep getting Ho-Oh feathers all the time. Lugia hates me here for some reason. Oh yeah, in case you missed it, Daedalus, this is Kraus. Does he look like he would invest in Bitcoin? Oh, this is Ronove. We have Ronove IRL, now we have Ronove in Pokopia. Ronove could use a sour Aspir Berry. Lugia appear more in the rain? That would make so much sense. Because for some reason, I haven't caught it raining here in like several days, which is getting annoying because I really want Goomy. Goomy only appears in the rain. I got this ready for Goomy and it hasn't rained, so Goomy just is not coming. I need Goomy for Goomy Neko. One day it will rain. Yes, the sad Goomy. Exactly me right now. Here's where my sad Goomy would be if I had one. I bless the rains down in Pokopia. Thank you. Thank you. Let's get this place humid. Thank you. Thank you. Pray for rain. It's weird because like the first week, it felt like it was raining all the time. I just keep having bad timing, I guess. They all get really impressed when I turn into Magnemite. Anyway, let's do some terraforming. Oh wait, clay. Oh, actually, our newest arrival, who showed up just before stream, is Vulpix. A toy. Have some blocks. Do you like them? Vulpix! Yes! Do you like them? Do you like them, Vulpix? Do you like your toy blocks? She's really thinking about it. Ooh. You're enjoying them. Yay. Okay, I'm glad. Keep going north. I need to go south. So all of this stuff is gonna change eventually. The mansion's gonna be about right here, though, coincidentally. I didn't mean for it to work out like that, to be where my base camp is, but this is pretty much where the mansion's gonna be. I started working on the beach. You can't pick up stuff. Have blocks. Yep. So I've kind of made the crescent beach, the beginnings of it at least, right here. I need to take out that dock. It's not gonna go there. But out here, I could put the visual novel version of the dock, which is kind of concrete. I think I might do that along this wall here. Anyway. Oh. I'm hungry. Well. I'll just eat some carrots. Oh man. I can't break those with Graveler. I gotta punch them. Oh, that works too. I can also punch them. So, to show you guys a bit, the extent of what I've done while I've been gone. I haven't quite showed off this aspect yet. So, if we look at the map in the lower left, the default Cloud Island is almost perfectly circular. So you see up top how it's this kind of like curve? That's been pretty much untouched. I've mostly been working at the sides and the south. So, this blue strip you see along here, or this entire area, I cleared this out. There used to be land here. In fact, if I go to the west or the east, you can see the traces of where the shoreline used to be. So if I go way out here, you see beyond the water, there's these little pieces of sand that are pointing up. This is where land used to be. I am an environmental menace, yes. This is where the shoreline used to be. I made it go here. I cleared all that out. And you can see this is where actually the circle curved. So this entire strip of land I built. I made this entire thing out here. And it needs a lot of work because this is kind of like gonna be fake Nijima where people spawn in, right? And I'm gonna make like a little fake coastal town thing. Basically, there's gonna be a little dock. People are gonna be encouraged to surf over to the beach over there. And the ocean is a bit tedious. This is gonna take a long time. I'm gonna eventually fill the ocean all the way to over there. But yeah, it's gonna be level, so the water is gonna reach to up here. And so this is gonna be the beach. I just did this part yesterday. I started setting this up. This was just yesterday. This is kind of gonna be how Rokonjima looks with this grass and this color of cliff, which is pretty close to how it looks like in the visual novels, so that's nice. I kind of started... Yeah, I got a little hyper-focused, or maybe I was coping because I was just like, I'm just gonna Pokopia instead. I don't know. I was kind of starting to make a walkway here. And so, yeah, the mansion's pretty much going to be around here. So by the time I do the mansion, I'm going to have to move everybody's homes. Yes, Pikachu. Anything for you? Pikachu is going to be Claire. Thanks. So what should our little activity be today? So if we're going with this map as the layout up north, we're gonna kind of follow the anime/manga shape of Rokonjima. This stuff is pretty excessive over here. So this kind of this area we can get rid of. So if I start from over here, you can see I've kind of made a little progress breaking stuff up. We can continue here today. So first I'm gonna get rid of this tree. I'm gonna pull this weed because it could be something nice. And then graveler time. Alright, you guys ready to terraform? Oh no, do I need to eat my potato? Oh my god, I totally do. Okay, potato hamburger steak. Oh, I forgot to plant the beans. Oh well, I could do that later. There you are. I'm eating my Ange burger to power up. Isn't this great? Exactly. Carrot! Carrot! Alright, now we terraform and chill. The ASMR of Graveler breaking all the rocks. Oh, can I jump onto there? Yeah, let's go. And then I eat another burger. So this is what I mean by the amount of hamburger steaks. Yes, this feels, thank you. This is what I mean by like the amount of potato hamburger steaks kind of determines how much terraforming I can do in a day. So that's why fell off. But that's why farming production is so important. Yes, Rowan? Do you think I should? I just love Goom Drops so much. They're just so catchy. I've been working under the assumption that Goom Drops are grandfathered in because I don't think I'm gonna come up with anything as catchy. Yeah, it's a good observation to make. It is something I had to think about. I should probably check what that is. A CD? Snowbell City? Cool. Oh, oops. Yeah, I forgot how the music went, though. I'll have to find a CD player. Okay, how far should I come in? Is a good... This bit, huh? So, okay, this will be... Roughly my boundary of how far I come in is this cliff here. Or maybe I should leave that as is. I mean... No, I should probably end at this cliff. Okay. So that means I can break up all this stuff. Hehehehehehe. PodaKatie is also here. Right now we've got the chill cafe Pokemon Gen 1 medley. PodaKatie and Ditto game. It could have been a dream. Truly a game for Rowan. Yep, we're breaking everything up. Okay, where's the cliff? There's the cliff. Okay. I shouldn't go too crazy here. Right, this is the delineation. This is the delineation. Don't go past this. Oh, wait. I can make the delineation like this. Don't go past this line. Somebody was flying over there. It could be Charizard. I do have a Charizard, even though I've got nobody assigned for Charizard, so I gotta put him somewhere. What fossil is that? Shield fossil... Head? Oh, whatever. It is! I don't think I need Bastiodon, but, I could sell it, like Chef was saying. What is that? More fossils. Yes, game? What did I get? Wing fossil for Aerodactyl. I can sell that too. We're probably gonna have a few Terraform and Chill streams where it's just gonna be this. It's gonna be this for a while. I made a lot of mistakes where I would burrow underneath layers, which I'm pretty sure is something like every Minecraft person learns not to do. But since I've never played Minecraft, I had to learn the hard way not to leave layers on top that you want to get rid of later, so I am now pretty careful not to leave layers I want to remove later on top of where I'm at. So I'm like breaking it up from the top down. And I can only break up 2 blocks of height at a time with Graveler. So that means if there's 3 blocks of height above me, I need to go up a step and start breaking things. Ah! But if there's like 1 or 2 that I miss, I can get rid of them real fast with Magnemite, so it's not like that huge a deal. Oh. More Borgir. One thing I find fun is you make the hamburger steaks out of soybeans. So it's like vegetarian soy burger because they're Pokemon. And it's like, so it's a burger that every Pokemon could eat. Ah, how relaxing. Rock crushing ASMR. That is a lot of cliff rock I could suck up. I'm gonna need lots of cliff rock for the edges of Rokenjima. Incredible. Okay. I'm stamping all the rocks. Yeah, yeah, you guys, I have some new emotes if you haven't seen. Stamp. Yes. More cliff to break. Oh, I got a floating tree I gotta take out later. Hey, it's Hoot Hoot! You guys see Hoot Hoot? Say hi to Hoot Hoot. He's looking at us. You see him? He's really tiny. Hi, Hoot Hoot! And, Pidgeotto's asleep up on the cliff. I'm gonna have to move their homes eventually, too. Wait, this is the delineation. Don't F over there. Right. Ah, man. More burger. Okay. What if they have no ancestral ties to the little cliff top upon which I chose to build a habitat for them to spawn in? And then the place where I'm gonna put them later is much better. I'm gonna build them like houses, and instead of like a little patch of grass on a cliff. They're probably gonna prefer where the heck I put them. I'm gonna give like the district where I put the excess Pokemon climate control and stuff. It's gonna be nice. Even though it'll all be underground, out of sight, but I will climate control. Is that Ho-Oh again? Ho-Oh? Or is that Lugia? Oh no, it's Ho-Oh again. Ho-Oh! Somewhat worth it to get feathers, so I'll follow. Ho-Oh loves my ass. Always dropping feathers. I can fly with Ho-Oh now. I couldn't do that before. Or are you dropping King? Hey, Pidgeotto. Pidgeotto and Hoot are having a chat. I could take this tree while I'm here. Shit. That one's past the delineation, yeah. I'm that guy from Mr. Ondo of the Woods, the guy in the machinery who's like, Kai Hatsujai. I forgot that part. I have definitely seen Ondo of the Woods more than once, but like all the things that happen, I forget because it's such a fever dream. That's how you remember the word for development. You know what? A very valid way to learn Japanese. You think of that guy, I'd get it. There's some words like that for me, but I'm trying to remember what. Oh yeah, well, obviously Keikaku. I always think of Light Yagami for plan, right? Whatever helps you remember, definitely a legitimate way to learn. No weeb can ever forget Keikaku, exactly. I should make the delineation bigger. Now that I'm going through the layers. Mr. Ondo was posted 20 years ago. Amazing. You'll have to post Mr. Ondo of the Woods. It's one of those weird videos that was like circulating around a certain subset of people. It's only 13 years old. You're about to make us feel super old for no reason. Just kidding. They feel like an ancient relic, though. That video could be from any year, you know? It could be from 2005 and nobody would bat an eye. I'm actually not logged into Discord on my new PC yet. I did when I had Linux, but now I'm logged out of everything again, so that's something I gotta do before next stream, is make sure I'm on Discord. More food. Oop. Wrong food. This food. No! I do! I just have 2FA for everything, and it's annoying. I've got so much stuff I gotta log into, and like everything's 2FA. And many things are the bare minimum to start a stream, which is like my goal. My goal was the bare minimum of like what I can do to stream. See how much slower it is without the burger? It's like unbearable. This is why the burger is a requirement. And then there's some rocks you can't break at all without burger. Wait, where's the delineation? There it is. Okay. Humanism. It feels like a lot of YouTube videos have been talking about humanism lately. I gotta rewatch that video so that whenever I see another YouTube video about humanism on my feed, I can think the fish from Ondo of the Woods that goes humanism. What CD is Ecruteak City? I got that. I need inventory space. Carrot. Ah! Where am I? I made a tunnel under here that I forgot about, apparently. Or is that the delineation? No, that's just a tunnel I made and forgot about. I gotta watch out for that. Doing the forensic investigation on my old terraforming. Alright, I'm gonna have to come in with Magnemite later for some of these floating rocks. Actually, right, there we go. Dang it. Okay, I need to magnet, or I could have popped up right there, but you know what? It's fine. I can get those floating rocks. Like that. Not the floating rocks. No, my best laid plans. Foiled by my past self. Katie's plan's in shambles, slightly in shambles. It's not quite as bad as I'm putting it, it's just not completely smooth, like it has been. Well, this is the consequences of my own actions back when I didn't know what I was doing. This is why it pays to always know what you're doing, and if you're not 100% good at anything when you first try it, and I'm just kidding, that's bad advice. Huh?
To shreds, you say.
To shreds, you say? Yeah, why are you saying that?
That's it.
What's that from?
Futurama, I think?
Oh. Fun fact, in this game, you can make salads out of the leaves, but if you have like a Pokemon that knows cut, like Scyther or something, they can make a shredded salad, which does basically the same thing.
Let's go! Nero is sitting here patiently waiting.
Yeah, Nero's sitting with me for once, but it's just because Dan's gonna give him treats soon. But I did also change kind of the desk layout in here. It was a team effort with Dan and I, but we changed like my desk layout, and this new desk layout, Nero's been hanging out a lot more, so we might see Mr. Nero some more if we do hand cam streams, which we should do a hand cam stream pretty soon. There's the one guy floating there. Where's the delineation at? There it is. Yeah! Cool moves. I don't know if you saw that. There's this gap right here, and I can just go right over it. This whole mountain needs to go. I should take down that tree. Well, time to make the delineation bigger. Okay. I wish you could eat, like open the menu and eat when you're in Graveler form. Oh yeah, it might take like a year to make Rokonjima. You can see it's gonna take a lot of work. Especially because I have like extensive underground stuff on top of everything else in my plans. On top of making the mansion and Koadorion and meta world locations. Yeah, I'm being a little ambitious. I think because I just had too many good ideas for Meta World Pokemon, like, Armarouge is so there's like these two, if you don't know, there's these two cool Pokemon in, Scarlet and Violet. There's like a Ghost Armor and a Ghost Sword Pokemon. And Armarouge is red, and Ceruledge is blue. And Ceruledge has a sword. And, Armarouge, the red one, has this golden armor that kind of looks like a yellow suit. So, Armarouge is Battler, and Ceruledge... Battler, red with the golden suit. And Will is gonna be Ceruledge, blue with the sword, right? I thought stuff like that was so cool. I was like, I need to make a meta world. And every Pokemon needs a place to live, so it's like, Will doesn't live on Rokonjima. So I'm gonna put them where they belong, like, or just appropriate for the story. So, like, I want to make the theater, right? And, like, Featherine and Will and Leon and Claire can live there, stuff like that. So it's gonna be so much work, so much work. So I'm gonna put it all underground is the thing. So it's all gonna be built underground. That's how, like, and you can access it by elevator. So that's how it's gonna be running parallel, and you can still visit it in the island, right? My food! Cliff, delicious cliff rock. There's the delineation, okay. Wow! I should make it bigger then. Get this stuff over here. We're already at 80 burgers. All right. Carrot. Hello is here a third time, fourth time. Dropping it right here, huh? Thanks. How convenient. Actually, let me just go ahead and get rid of these rocks. They're bothering me. These ho-ohs won't leave me alone! I know! There we go, much better. There we go. Uh-oh. There we go. Carrot. Over here. Bam, bam, bam. There. Now, my past mistakes are gone. I've taken out the, little tunnel I made. Carrot. How relaxing is this? Should I title next stream Terraforming ASMR? Next Pokopia stream, I should say. I'm not necessarily going to do Pokopia every day. I need to beat Fire Emblem and do a few other things and start Misericord Part 2 and finish Ever 17 and maybe get back to Hades 2 at some point. It's a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. Alright, time to increase the delineation. I'll have to subathon schedule again. Just do all this different stuff every day, yeah. Oh, Borger. Okay. Cliff Rock? Yeah, there we go. Yummy Cliff Rock. Almost at 99. There we go. Okay. You can tell how much faster Graveler goes when I'm just running around here. Carrot. I might want to take a break from this soon. Yeah, maybe we can leave it there for right now. Let's check how far we've come. So, it was at least as tall as that over there, but if taller. But that mountain is, actually that was quite a bit taller. And now we've cleared about half of it, I think. Flattened about half, not bad. You can see where the beach was over on this side. I cleared it to here. Thanks! That was some good progress. Maybe we should check back on the Pokemon. There's the beach. Hello, buddies. Dartrix and Ariados are playing tag. Beatrice is having a riveting is playing with blocks while Charmander's like, wow, that's so cool, you're playing with blocks. Ah! Oh wait, I should plant those beans. That's what I should do. I think there's just enough. Just enough space for these bean plants. Literally just enough. Amazing. Should put in the gold ore. There we go. Hey, cat. Glad you could make it. I might. I'm tired, so I might not be going for that much longer, but I'm glad you got to catch a little. And thank you for lurking. Pikachu! Miss Pikachu, how are you this evening? She is so polite. Squirtle, how you doing? You want a toy, huh? I think Squirtle lived over there. That's Squirtle's home. I mean, that's Charmander's home. Where's Squirtle's home? Here it is. That's Oddish. Here's Squirtle. Okay. You want a toy, huh? And, blocks. I got that thing you wanted. Enjoy your blocks. I'm just giving everybody blocks. Squirtle's running all the way home. Gotta check out his new toy blocks. What is that? Bath time set. Give me that. I have not seen that. 1,000, huh? That's fine. Oh yeah. Nice, Happiny. Nice. That's what you were doing. You got distracted. You're worse than I am. Just kidding. Alright, you're happy with them. Yay. Now, Smearguru, is there something I can do for you? Something for relaxation. How about this resort sofa? Alright, made him happy. Happy's happy. Okay, that's good. Chansey, what do you want? Okay, Chansey's also happy, so that's good. How are you doing? Okay, Charmeleon's happy too. Look at all my happy customers. Oh, Magby I know is happy. Driftbloom's engaged in conversation. How are you, Rowlet? Are you happy? You want a decoration? Can do. This is Rowlet's home. Okay. Decorations. Rowlet! Look! Decorations! I know you're having a riveting conversation with Beatrice. Rowlet is so cute. They were cooking. They were cooking when they made Rowlet. Wahoo! Hoo-woo! So cute. He goes hoo-woo. So cute. Alright, you're happy. Pomo, are you happy? Pomo's happy. Ariados, are you happy? You want an Asperberry? That's fine. Here you go. I can taste it. I'm getting there to environment level 10. First time I'll have environment level 10 at anything. Are you happy, Vulpix? Are you happy, Hoot Hoot? Alright, you want a Chesto Berry? Here you go. Wait. Oh, damn it. No, Chesto Berry for you, buddy. Alright, later. Everybody's taking turns trading. Cute. Okay, Okay, it looks like while Hoot Hoot's trading, I can't give them items, so that's fine. Alright, how are we doing? We're halfway through level 9. That's good. Look at all those Pokemon who are feeling awesome. See, even if I haven't built any houses, everybody's happy. And nobody's unhappy. We've got average at worst. I'm pretty tired, guys. I think this is a good transitioning back into streaming stream. So 3 hours is really short for me, but there are lots of people who stream for 3 hours, right? That's in fact, most people would probably call that normal. But I am pretty tuckered out, so. Oh right, my mouse doesn't work. God damn it. I need to figure out which USB the mouse is in and unplug it and replug it. And then I can raid you guys off to somebody. Oh my gosh. Hold on a second. Okay. Mouse works. I indeed just needed to take it out and plug it back in, so I hope I figure out what in the world is going on with my USB ports. Okay. Wow. I did it! My first new stream on the new PC! Wahoo! Oh. You really want to talk to me, Vulpix. Okay. Oh, what do you got for me? Yay! Thank you guys for helping fund the new PC! Thank you for the berry, Vulpix. Alright, let's see. Let's raid Owlin. Owlin is playing a Mega Man game. Mega Man Star Force Legacy Collection. It kind of looks like Battle Network, except the fights, they face you straight on, which seems kind of cursed. But what do I know? Alright, let's raid Owlin. Well, thank you so much. They're a little, just going over my silly, overambitious Pokopia project and breaking a lot of rocks. But I hope you guys had a good time regardless. Yeah. Thank you guys very, very much. I might be back tomorrow. Sunday, I can't stream, but I might be back tomorrow, so you'll see. You'll just have to see. Maybe maybe I'll be logged into Discord by then. All right, everybody. Oh wait, we got an ad break. Oh no, I'm rating people out on ad. Well, all you watching probably aren't getting an ad anyway. But just to be polite, I think there's enough time on the raid timer to properly say goodbye after the ad break ends. Just a few seconds. Alright, there you go. Alright. See you later, everybody!